This is Best Way to Smoke Weekly News, and this is a special edition. Best Way to Smoke Weekly News will be back soon. We want to talk about the state of the equity programs and how the equity programs been not living up to the expectations that was set out for them to help people trying to enter into the cannabis industry. So by 2026, the cannabis equity programs are largely struggling and failing the people of the communities that was initially affected by these cannabis laws and prohibition and stuff like that. So right now it's like a debt trap. You know, you get into it with high hopes, you go through the process, you fight, and you end up in a fucked up situation, point blank, period. So it's 4 reasons why. It's probably many more, but we're going to go over 4 reasons why. So you got capital and banking. Federal prohibition still blocks traditional bank loans, leaving small businesses dependent on predatory investors. And I've heard some of them stories of a lot of people that's been caught up with those investors that try to take advantage of you. And, you know, that's the game plan, not to help you, but to hurt you, you know, and high barriers. Complex regulations, high tax, and competition from large multi-state operators make it nearly impossible for underfunded startups to scale. And that's the main objective, is to scale. You know, you want to start a business and you want to scale it up. You don't want to start a business for it to scale down or just kind of stay the same. And number 3 is the illicit market. Unregulated sellers continue to undercut legal equity shops that are burdened by compliance and costs. You know, the way that the things is going, I know a lot of people will go to the illicit market because, you know, you can get your green at a fair price, you know, so things need to be regulated in the right way to where the businesses can make a profit and also the customers can come in there and spend a proper dollar and get a proper quality and quantity of some cannabis. You know what I mean? So number 4 is the funding gap. Many states' programs are underfunded. So where's the money going? For instance, New Jersey recently missed a key opportunity to increase its social equity excise fee for community reinvestment. So it's a lot of things to where people, lawmakers are dropping the ball on different things. And we all know that the rescheduling, the reclassification of cannabis is in effect. Donald Trump signed the bill. I think recently they just said they're not going to fight it or whatever. So we got to see what kind of comes next and what doors are open or what doors are closed for people of the community that's trying to get into this cannabis industry and trying to go through them equity programs. I hope they get revamped to a point to where they're going to be there to help and really do what they're there to do, is help the people get in something that affected our communities and stuff like that, though. So, hey, make sure you follow us at Best Way to Smoke with the number 2, and that's on all platforms. Stay tuned for the great things we got coming, man. This is Best Way to Smoke Weekly News Special Edition with Big J. Catch you next time.